Hello everyone and welcome to another Train Sim World 6 video. In today's video we are doing 1 Mike 92 Cardiff Central to Nottingham in the cross country 170. Let's go from Bromsgrove to Birmingham. Let's go. Right, let's start here when we go day running. Turn the notice board light. Train lighting on. Turn that off. Let's put safeties on. Because obviously we've got Birmingham to Crewe coming soon and probably will be out by the time you're watching this video in November. So that's safeties on. Get the cab on. And that's actually, I've just realised. That's better. Bring the game audio back up. Yeah, just a 2-car today, which is a bit weird. Could only imagine the overcrowding on one of these. No, I messed that up. No. No. I will get it. That's probably as good as I'll get it. The 170 does have a bit of a weird horn. Right, let's close doors. Neutral, forward, he'll start, and up to 3. But yeah, what does everybody make of the 170 pack now that it's been out for a little while? Been out for what, 2-3 months? No, it's not been 3 months. About 2 months, I would have said. There's a 323. Yeah, what does everybody make of it? Is it everybody's favourite Train Sim World 6 DLC? You know what, it's probably up there for me. I do quite like it. I'll probably give this pack about an 8 out of 10, because it's the only reason I play Cross City. I very rarely came back to... the Cross City for the 323 because personally I didn't think the route was interesting enough for an hour and a half to spend an hour and a half on it. Let's actually, while we're here, vent only. Let's get the temperature. I'd have said 21 degrees personally, but that's just me. Love it, got it day 1. Yeah, I got it I think about a week after it launched. And it's the only DLC, or one of the only DLC I've paid full price for. I am known for my love of the ScotRail 158 and 170, so more 170 was right up my alley. Are you a fan of things up the alley? You know. Just asking for a friend. Sorry, that was weird. Oh. Pause. I got new shoes and I had the fattest. It's almost like I've got a hole in my foot. Oh, that is pain. No feet pics here though. Subscribe to my Only Trains for more trains. Should we get a window open? Never place any part of your body outside the window until the train is at the platform. back of the net. What is that? Oh, that's one of them weird things. I closed my OnlyFans. People wanted baldness fans, and I could not abide. We aren't animals. I mean, I suppose we are animals, but not not creatures, maybe. Real fans have blades. Did you hear what GWR got fined for recently? Let me tell you the story. GWR got a £1 million fine, plus a little bit more, because every HST door has a sticker, the slam doors that you could open at any time. No, you couldn't because they had interlock, but these slam doors had a little thing on each window, and it said, "Do not lean out of the window, it could cause serious injury," or something. Basically, on the 1st of December 2018, there was one door on one particular HST that didn't have this sticker. So a 28-year-old lady decided she was going to stick her head out the window. And she had a fatal incident with a tree. Which is obviously far from ideal. Now, there are multiple reasons why this could have happened. One, she lacked... No, you're joking. I'm not. This hasn't been in the news recently. Watch the Green Signals podcast. There are many reasons why this could have happened. Yeah. There's many reasons why this could have happened. One, she lacked a bit of common sense. Two, GWR failed to put a health and safety sticker on. And three, why was the tree so close to the track to the point where someone sticking their head out the window could collide with it? So technically, you've got the person that was unfortunately killed. She could have been at fault for having a lack of common sense. The GWR could have been at fault for not having the safety sticker, and Network Rail could have been at fault for not Network Rail could have not put a tree so close. I agree with your first and last points only. What was the first one being her common sense and the last one being Network Rail shouldn't have put the tree, should have cut the tree down? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately it's a law to have that sort of sticker. Yes, you know, for the 12-year-old kid that clearly peeled the sticker off. Yeah, but unfortunately it's the law. Unfortunately, it's safety laws, safety rules, it's health and safety, and GWR were guilty of a health and safety breach, unfortunately, because that's what they were found guilty for. Are they supposed to check every door, every trip, every time? I agree with you. I think it is. I do feel for GWR. It is a bit of bollocks. But yeah, I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. Like, regardless of, maybe that person should have common sense. Maybe that sticker should have been there. It's just not what you want to see. But yeah, it depends how long this door went without a sticker, in my opinion. If that sticker was peeled off half an hour ago, then GWR have been mugged off. If that sticker was peeled off 2 weeks or more prior to the incident, then what were GWR expecting, in my opinion? But yeah, unfortunately that's just health and safety rules, because the UK is very over health and safety with everything. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's for the better, sometimes you're thinking, come on. Like, come on. But yeah, no, I do agree with you. Here comes the mosquito. Entering the train. It's not good however you look at it, and the poor driver having that happen on their shift, and I suppose that rules are there to protect the stupidest of us all. Oh, it's very bouncy. But yeah, I just think... Why are you, as a passenger, why are you sticking your head out the window? Personally, that's my view on it. As a passenger, why you, like, there's windows in the train. Okay, it could have been a busy train, but even still, there's a window there. You don't need to take your head out the window and look outside of it. But, yes, GWR should have had the sticker there. The lady should have had more common sense. And Network Rail should have cut that tree down. And it not been so close to the track. That's my view on it. So I think every party has some bit to play. In my opinion. But again, that also depends on how long the sticker was peeled off. Look at us racing. Window shouldn't open, yeah. Window shouldn't open at all. What unit are you? You Shenstone. I can't really see. If I was in charge of the rolling stock of GWR, out of spite, all of the drop lights are now non-functional. Yeah, I think... Yeah, every party has a bit to play in the instant, but the fact that GWR were the only ones fined for it is what annoys me. Because obviously Network Rail is owned by the government. Are the government going to fine themselves? Not a chance. Not a chance. I'm not going to say for a second our government is corrupt, but I am also going to say that our government is a bit corrupt. Because they would never blame themselves for anything, ever. I believe Network Rail's run by the government. Yes, it is. It's public ownership, because it used to be private ownership. And RHTT, baby, yeah. RHTTs, we are now in the month of October. But yeah, not a chance would the government ever blame themselves. Cough, cough, post office scandal, cough, cough. Yes. It's just, yeah, it's ridiculous, really, isn't it? This is the country that some of us call home. But yeah. What a place we live in. Yeah, I find it a bit weird, personally. Because if even by sticking your head out of a window you've hit a tree, that tree had to be rubbing against the whole train, surely. Everything went to shit. I'm assuming that's what it says. Everything went to shit when they... Let's stop accelerating. When they shot Harambe, and then Lizzie was our last hope. Not Queen Lizzie. Oh, bless her. Is that a yellow signal? It is. It's a double yellow. No, we can stay at that speed. The signal blocks are quite long. We miss Queen Elizabeth II. We do. We really do. She was nearly 100, I think. Should be... Was she 92 when she died? So should be 95 at the minute. By the way, if you didn't notice, that bear was clothed, so I've managed to get that bear. I know that's a very weird swing of conversation, deep politics and someone's death on a train, to, oh look, I've clothed that bear, but... Look, it's a TSW video, what do you expect? But yeah, I just saw that on a Green Signals episode and thought, hey, that's a talking point. Can she pull a Star Wars somehow? Lizzie returned. Not Queen Lizzie returned to the lobby. Nah, Lizzie just went on a little bit longer than Philip in duos. I hope no one watching has got a deep passion for the king or queen, because if so, I might have just upset you a little bit. The Royal Highness has entered the lobby. By the way, on a side note, this little Black 5 thing, I always thought was a teaser that we were going to get the Black 5 in TSW, which is a steam locomotive. Hang on, is there not meant to be a red signal somewhere here? Is there I reckon there's chocolate down there, you know. There's definitely some form of Cadbury's. Anyway, continuing along. Right, there's a signal here. Okay. Right, it looks like a double yellow to me, so let's keep going. Hello, cross country. That looks like a long one. Pause. A big boy. Well, it's only a 3 car. Okay, let's just... Ugh. I really like the cross-country livery. It's a shame they're changing it. I like what they're changing it to, but I feel like this livery is a timeless livery. Nice. Right, coming into university. Probably didn't need to accelerate that much. What a shot. Nice. Thank you very much. Your thumbnails, by the way, are always designed so beautifully. Like, I love your thumbnails. They're so simple, but what's the word? They're very like, I know what I'm watching by the thumbnail. I don't like the red one. It looks weird. Yeah, it does look weird, but I feel like probably the purple one looked a bit weird when it was introduced, but that's all we know cross-country for. I reckon give it 5 years, and the red, if it's even fully introduced by that point, is all we'll know cross-country for. Right, my crawling at... Sorry mate, you're gonna miss it. No smoking in any area within this train. Especially the driver's seat. But yeah, I really like the blue on the thumbnails. The maroonish brown one is really nice. Yeah, I do like the cross-country livery. Assuming that's what we're still talking about. But I think I like the red, but... I don't know. I don't know, I feel like there's always... I feel like they should leave at least one in the old livery. Like one 170 and one cross-country Voyager, just retro in the old livery. And if they're going to do that, they need to have another cross-country Voyager, a 220 in the Virgin livery. Debranded, obviously, but just retro, do you know what I mean? What's the speed limit? 50. Okay, I didn't see it go down. But I should really know that. The amount of times I played this route. AWS. I am not good at receiving compliments, so I just changed the subject at all. Sometimes I do the same. I mean, a lot of the time, like 85% of the time I do the same. We have the 170 and 220. Is there an 80X? We need to complete the set. No, cross-country, just have 220s, 221s and 170s. That's cross-country's fleet. So all we're missing is the 221. which I would love to see. I mean, the 221s do run on the Riviera line. Sometimes it will be a 221 on the front and a 220 on the rear. Or vice versa, the doorbell's gone. Interesting, why is the doorbell gone? What's the difference between the 220 and the 221? The 221 is 5-car and had tilting technology. The 220 is 4-car and did not have tilting technology. So that's why the 221 is called the Super Voyager and the 220 is just a regular Voyager. And the 221s used to run for Avanti West Coast as well. Although saying that, Virgin had some 220s, but they went to Virgin Trains cross country. Now just Arriva cross country. Tilting could be fun, not gonna lie. The Pendo ICET do it well. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the 221s all had their tilting technology removed and permanently isolated in 2009. So unless we get a Voyager route before then, all the cross-country ones did anyway, sorry. So the Avanti ones, yes, we could have tilting, but the cross-country ones all had their tilts turned off in 2009. I wonder then if we'll get a 221 as an Avanti West Coast DLC, then it can be reskinned to cross-country like the 170, to the cross-country like the 170 packs. Yeah, maybe. Because I believe the Avanti Voyager did tilt for its whole life, whereas now they've gone to cross-country, they've had it turned off, but cross-country turned all their Voyagers, Super Voyagers tilting off in 2009. Probably because they didn't run on any routes that had the system known as TAS, which is in the Pendolino, which would also be in the Voyager, which is tilt authorization and speed supervision. Yeah, so I can imagine cross-country didn't run anywhere with that, and the government didn't have any plans to put it in. They have plans to build a whole new bloody rail network between London and Birmingham, but they can't make the Voyagers have a route that tilts. They can't upgrade the Voyagers to a route where they can tilt. Yeah, let's not get started on HS2. Yeah. Oh, Christ. I sound healthy. Not. Oh, look, there's a 350 coming in. I forget that Birmingham's full. And soon you'll be able to go out of Birmingham. And towards Crewe. What if I hold hill start? Will that... No, because it's not holding the brakes. No, I've just put power on. Is that a 710? I was going to say that looks a bit like a 710 to me. With the orange. You would think that the current network would be upgraded before we build a new stretch of track. Upgrade the signal. Yeah. If they upgraded... If they spent the same amount of money on HS2 as they did upgrading the West Coast Main Line, and possibly even the East Coast Main Line if they want better links between London and Scotland, we would be in such a better place. Like, the Azumas can go 140, and so can the new Avanti 805s. They're never going to be allowed to get there. Right, can I go past this? Yes, okay. Okay, we can go past this. I'm going to leave the HUD on, because Birmingham confuses me a lot. Right, so it's after this and before that, I think. Yeah, it's 100 yards away. But yeah, could you imagine if they actually bothered upgrading the West Coast Main Line to the point where you could actually have things running at proper speeds? We were going a long way down the platform, a lot longer than what I thought. Do you think that the UK will ever get to a similar speed as the DK network? Fairly high speed? No, not a chance. Not a chance. What is the normal speed for German trains? Like the DB network? Because the UK can never hold on to its infrastructure properly, which is why I would say no. Is it really not? You're taking the mick, is it not? Come on, don't mug me off. There we go, swine. Passenger runs about 160k. 160k. But yeah, that has been today's Train Sim World video. There will be a second video today on the West Midlands 170, so make sure you check it out. Like and subscribe, and if we get to 300...